Today we're checking out the Kensington Flex. If you like a model that's straight to the point with no too much waste in the house, square footage that's used efficiently, and you're not wasting money on blah, 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 this is your home. Hey there, my beautiful people. It is Josh with Orlando Homes and Living. Today, we are checking out the Kensington Flex in Parkview at the Hills. This community is close to closing out, so it's kind of a last chance to buy this model in this community, in this really big time up and coming area. You saw my Crooked Can video. This neighborhood's gonna benefit big time from that facility opening up, and then the other entertainment things opening up as well. This is also a very, very popular model for Risewell Homes. So even if you're not gonna buy one in this community, check out this video because you may wanna buy this model in another community. So the Kensington Flex is coming in at just over 2,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. It's one story, obviously. You're gonna love that there's plenty of space, but it's not overly gaudy on space, which when they don't go overly gaudy on space, you get a more affordable house. If this had another, 500, 1,000 square feet, it'd be more space than you need, and then you'd be spending $200,000 more. But let's go check it out. We're in. It's not even that hot of a floor today, but it's always nice to get back in the AC. It's late summer, so it feels nice for late summer, but it's still kind of humid. So when you get back in the AC, you're like, ooh. Anyways, all right, just walked in, and you have this space right away. They have this staged as more of like a secondary, family room / maybe kind of like almost like a loft where it's kind of a kids, they have the TV here, couch, almost like a kid's loft type of thing. But I'm sure there's plenty of people who would also love to turn this into a formal dining area. What's really nice about a formal dining area up front is when somebody comes in, they see the really nice place setting, and most formal dining areas don't get used super often. So when people walk in right away, they see showcasing that's something nice in your home. It's practical, as well as it's easier to keep really pretty and nice. Whereas, a kid's loft is gonna turn into a zoo and like that. So we just walked in. Over here to the left, have our laundry room. It's decent, nothing too crazy. This is definitely more of those this is a more efficient square footage home. It's just over 2,100 square feet. And that's a good amount of square footage, but as far as homes go, it's definitely not massive by any means. This is your 2-car garage. Don't really need to check that out. I have a bunch of cabinets in there. Sometimes I kind of wish I could go up to the builder like, hey, you have extra shit I can have? Because I would love those cabinets. All right, here we are. Secondary bedroom, number 1. It's a dance theme. John would love it. He loves his tutus. I've seen him in one. He does not look great. And then right away, we're coming into the other 2 secondary bedrooms. Secondary bedroom number 2. So it's just keeping everything, straightforward, to the point. And it's still a split floor plan in the way, because the primary bedroom's on the other side of the home. Secondary bedroom number 3. Nothing too bonkers. Ooh, I like that accenting on the wall back there. A little more advanced than usual. Secondary bathroom, which is something that Risewell likes to do. They have the sink outside from the toilet and the shower, so that people can be using the sinks, doing their makeup, while someone else is either showering or doing their poopies. That's also gonna be the guest bathroom. Like if you're having a party or whatever, they're gonna be using that as well. And here we are in the great room. They kind of went with more dark accents, which is kind of fun. A lot of everyone these days is more like light and bright, and you know, light and bright is the whole mood. I always love seeing every now and then, you know, a home that has some dark features. In the long run, generally, they're not going to be as popular for, you know, covering everyone, but I enjoy it. I think it's really nice and classy. But look at this giant island. This is probably the most bougie thing in the home, is how big the island is and the big old farmhouse sink. Look at that. Pantry that won't open one side. I'd pull it harder. It probably would open if I pulled it harder, but I don't want to break it and then pay for something. Is that right? This community is gas, which is really nice. Yeah, as Owen Wilson would say, now we're cooking with gas. And that was a terrible impression, but you know, he says that, right? We're cooking with gas. I don't know. All right, good amount of cabinets. You can see what's going on in the camera. Informal dining / breakfast nook. This is where most people are gonna be eating and all that good stuff. So if you did have formal dining up front, most people are gonna be eating here, not messing up your formal dining. And it's really nice to have a space that's less touched up front, so that when you come in the home, you get that sense of like refresh, new, organized, pretty, designed. All right, here we are in the primary bedroom. Opens up straight from the living room. It's separated from the bedrooms up front, so if you have rowdy kids or whatnot, they're not gonna hear you doing your thing. They're in their bedroom, you're doing your thing, you know what I mean? Primary bathroom, double sinks to save your marriage. I wouldn't know much about that. And then a stand-up shower. Yeah. It's tough to talk too much about like homes that are like this, that are like way more straightforward. I appreciate this. It's not overly lavish. It doesn't feel wasteful. It feels like every dollar you put into the home is being used. Whereas like a lot of these other homes where they just have huge square footage splurges, they're like, it almost feels like a waste of my money. Not pantry, linen closet. Walk-in closet here, pretty sizable, nothing too crazy. It actually goes more beyond the door there as well. Poop closet. And just like that, we're done checking out the inside of the home, so let's go check out back. All right, so for a home that is very efficient with their square footage and not super lavish and not over the top, this is actually quite the over the top back lanai. So let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's, is that the same or bigger than the Palmer Executive? Let's go ahead and see how big this bad boy is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big old strides. But this is a really sizable covered lanai for this home, where everything else was really efficient. And I'm a big fan of that because I love the backyard. I like getting outside. I don't need more reasons to stay inside besides AC. I like to get outside. You put in a pool here, this is just gonna be luxury, lavish living without, you know, the over the top wasted space. And that's an Orlando thing. Check out the description for more information. See you next time on AOT.